Raised in the tough neighborhood of Compton, California, Violet Palmer can now appreciate the secure childhood experience her parents provided for her and her siblings.
I grew up in a really close-knit neighborhood. Coming over to my house, you never felt like you were in the inner city. You know, we had the white picket fence, and it was almost like a shield. I was very, very fortunate. You know, my mom and dad were strict, but we were able to do any activity that we wanted.
Violet, the second of 4 Palmer children and a tomboy at heart, spent hours playing everything from Little League to gymnastics to golf. It was her parents who fostered and encouraged her to continue her athletic pursuits.
I was blessed because I was able to play any and every sport. I tried everything. When I got in middle school, I started that itch of basketball just became a little more dominant. I knew then that, you know what? This is the sport I love, and this is the sport that I want to devote 150% to. Violet's
dedication to basketball earned her a scholarship to Cal Poly Pomona, where she led her team to 2 NCAA Division II national championships in 1985 and 1986. The star college point guard had no idea that when she accepted an offer to officiate a youth basketball league, it would turn into something special.
From the first time I started officiating my first little kids game, I knew that I loved the sport of officiating. And then actually found out that I loved it even more than playing basketball.
When she first picked up that whistle, Violet Palmer had no idea how fast she would advance. But her natural basketball instincts allowed her to move quickly through the officiating ranks. From youth to high school, junior college, Division III, Division II, and then, after just 5 years into her officiating career, Violet refereed her first Division I women's college basketball game.
I worked 5 Final Fours, 2 championship games. I worked the first inaugural season for the WNBA. I think I sit more now and ponder and go, you know what? That is me. And I have accomplished something that no other woman has done.
It was the summer after that first WNBA season that the NBA came calling. On October 31st, 1997, Violet Palmer made history when she officiated the season opener between the Vancouver Grizzlies and the Dallas Mavericks.
I could have peed my pants. I was scared out of my wits. I felt like the entire world was expecting me to fail. But as soon as I walked out on that court and the ball went up, it all went away. I just was a referee in another basketball game.
For the most part, players and coaches treaded lightly, testing the waters to see how Violet would do before making a judgment on her ability. And for the most part, the league embraced the woman who had broken the gender barrier in the NBA.
You know, the NBA players, they wasn't sure. Can we talk to her? Should we hug her? Should we shake her hand? It was kind of like a hands-off thing until they got to know me. And I think eventually they figured out, you know what? She's just another referee.
In May of 2010, Violet was named coordinator of women's basketball officiating for the Pac-12 Conference. It's a role she embraces, and one that will foster her current goal of teaching and molding the next generation.
I've always said that with all the levels that I've been able to achieve in officiating, you know, what good is it to have all that training, to have all the success, to be one of the best in the country at what I do, and not give back, and not, you know, share in all the training and the development to give back to our fellow officials. And I think that's one of my proudest moments of being, you know, a part of the Pac-12.